All right, let's look at a couple other features. One I want to talk about is snapshots. So as I'm editing my images in a Lightroom, I can make multiple copies and I can save each version or incarnation of the image, and I use a snapshot feature. And in addition to that, what we're going to look at is that there's a number of presets in a Lightroom. So once again, we're in Lightroom, and I'm going to go over to the Photos module under Library. Go to the Photos module under Library, and I'm going to select the photograph. And then I'm going to jump this photograph over into the Develop module. And what I want to do is I want to kind of show you some of these really cool presets up here. I'm going to click on the presets and drop those down, and you'll see that there's color, curve, black and white. Let's open up the color one, and let's try one. So let's say I like this high contrast and detail. So I'm going to click on that and apply that particular adjustment. So let's say that I like that. Right, I could come over and I could further fine tune it by starting with that adjustment and then modifying it. Okay, and so I've made some adjustments. So what I want to do is I want to save this and then try something else. So I'm going to come over and I'm going to click snapshots, and it asks me to give the snapshot a name. I can leave the date and I'll just call it Liz1. So this is my first adjustment. I'm going to click create. Now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click reset. I'm going to reset everything. And I'm going to close color, and I'm going to go down to black and white. Let's say that I want a black and white adjustment. So I'm going to click on high contrast, and I can come down into texture, and I can lower the presence and make it softer and kind of, and that's a real smooth, soft look. And what I want to do now is create another snapshot. So you'll see my first snapshot is there, and I can create another one. So I can click on that create snapshot, and I'll leave the date, and I'll call this one Liz2. Let's do another snapshot. Let's close black and white. Let's go up and let's go to curve. And let's do something interesting. Let's look at the cross process curve adjustment, and then once again I can modify it by going back in and working with the black and white mix, whatever the case may be. And so lots of times a good way to start is to start with one of these presets and then modify. And I can go in and I can continue editing, modifying the image, and then I can once again make another snapshot. So I'll click snapshot again, I'll leave the date, take off the time, type in the name of the snapshot, click create, and then reset. And so what I've done here is that I've gone in and made a number of modifications to the image. Anytime I like, I can go back and I can start from one of these snapshots and continue working, or I can export one of these snapshots. So if I select the image and go to the export module, export the art, I'm exporting the artwork as is. And so I have this very flexible workflow with the use of snapshots. And then we also went in and did a little bit of experimentation with presets.